My name is Kamila Tan and I was a patient at the UCSD Eating Disorder Center. Before treatment, I was in a graduate program at UCLA. I was playing beach volleyball and exercising over aggressively. I was really struggling day to day just to make it through the day. And my mind was consumed with food, calories, energy output and energy intake, and I couldn't focus on relationships or anything important in my life. The physical symptoms that I was feeling when I stepped on the court were scary. Every time I stepped on the court, I was afraid that I was putting my body in danger. I didn't know if I was going to make it through workouts, and this was pretty close to the time before I was hospitalized. Going into treatment was the best decision that I could have ever made for myself. It was the hardest thing that I ever decided to do, but also one of the best environments that I found myself in, because I finally found a group of people and an environment that was willing to support me in what I was going through. Treatment at UCSD with the athlete track was specifically helpful because I was given the opportunity to have a track that catered to my mindset of being an athlete and using those strengths in order to also assist in my eating disorder recovery. Working with a team of people that has knowledge in athletics is incredibly beneficial and super helpful to somebody who comes from an athletic background. I won't sugarcoat it, life hasn't gotten easier after being out of treatment. However, I'm so much more well equipped to handle all the stressors of life, all the up and down emotions, after having been through treatment, learning all the skills and not focusing on just my eating disorder to cope. Sometimes I still struggle with finding the balance between how much I should move, how much I should rest, and how much I should fuel. However, after being at UCSD, I think that I have a much more balanced idea of it, and I can actually have a good relationship with my sport now. All the skills that I've learned here have enabled me to value myself and fuel myself properly, both in sport and in life. I have a much more balanced lifestyle, and most importantly, I can feel joy and happiness again to their fullest extent. That also means that I feel sadness and anger, but the whole spectrum is there and I feel like I'm alive again. I was able to play for Platform 1440, which was Carrie Walsh's developmental program and semi-professional beach volleyball tour. That was a dream of mine that I had last summer that I was unable to do because of my eating disorder, and now that my eating disorder is out of the picture, I was able to finally do it and achieve a goal. The advice that I would give to athletes coming into the UCSD Eating Disorder Center, I would encourage you, just like you would go in 100% with your training, go in 100% with your treatment, and you will reap benefits.